George Strickland here, and I'm here with Jean Frenette, the world champion in forms. Jean, how are you feeling today?
Pretty good, George. How about you? You doing okay?
I'm enjoying watching you perform, as always. Tell us a little bit about your musical kata, which seems to have set the standard basically for all the young martial artists today.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that I didn't invent the musical form, so we got to get that thing real clear. I think Mr. Rhee in the 70s, Mr. Jun Rhee, he really brought, the art of forms with music, and after that the student John Chang, came out with it, and he did real good. And now I'm kind of the person that's really giving the score for that. And my way of working with the music is a little bit different than most of the people. Is what I'm doing is I'm really concentrating on the coordination, the movement with the music, keeping the strong basic techniques in the form with some creative combination and high degrees of difficulties.
How long have you been traveling the martial artist road?
Martial artist world. I've been around for a long time. I started in 1976. I was over in Europe training with the founder of the technique that I'm practicing. And 76, 77, I was going in Europe all the time. And then after that, I started to travel on the tournaments. First of all in my area, which is in Quebec, Canada. Then I went to all over Canada. And then I started in 1980 to go in the U.S. and Europe a little bit more since 2 years ago. I've been doing the national circuit for almost 8 years now. So that's the 8th year this year, 1988. So it's been went real quick but tough.
Quite prosperous. Tell us a little bit about your style.
Well, the style I'm practicing is called Sankudo, and we call San in Japanese mean 3. So we're talking about 3: mind, spirit, and body, and it's also the combination of 3 major styles in Japan, which is Goju-ryu, Shito-ryu, and Shokokai. So it's a combination of those 3 styles, and it's a very the founder of it is Master Yoshinao Nambu from Kobe, Japan, and he's very an open-minded person. He was all Japan karate champion in fighting kumite, and he really brought the high kicks in Japan. As far as the head kicks, he was champion. He was famous for his roundhouse kick from the back leg to the head and the sweeping technique. So he brought a lot of new things in Japan, and in his prime in 1964 to 1967 when he was fighting. Then that's how he created Sankudo, which is a little bit different than the traditional Japanese system. We have a lot of spinning kick and jump kick and high kicks, but that's from Mr. Nambu. It's very specialization, aside of the traditionalism of Goju-ryu and Shito-ryu in this style.
Tell us a little bit about the Atlantic team.
This is the greatest thing, I'm telling you. Now, this is the best thing that ever happened to our sport karate, tournaments. This is just from A to Z. It's just well run, and it's just a master plan because, thank to Mr. Merriman, because he's the head on, he's the brain on the organization of this team, and just. It's a real good example for all the young kids that are coming up, and the competitor we have right now that are doing good and they're coming up, and it's a goal for them to shoot at too, because there was nothing really on the national circuit besides getting rated and get your points and a little bit of money and get your name in the magazine once in a while, which is nice. But then after that, if you really want to pursue a career as a competitor, you need something like that. So Atlantic started a whole different aspect of the sport karate right now. So thank very much to Mr. Merriman and Skipper Hingham and John Doris.
You've made a transition that many martial artists only have a moment to dream upon, and that's going into filming. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, since I was like 12 years old, I've always been interested in doing stage show, TV show, movie. I've always been attracted by that. So it started like 5 years ago, because I've been going back and forth to California for tournaments. And I'm close to the studios and everything. I said, man, I got to do something about that, because it was inside of me. So I wanted to get in touch with that world. So when I got back to Montreal after a tournament, then I went to a casting agency, and I wanted to get in touch with some stunt coordinators up in the Montreal area. And I got in touch with the top stunt coordinator in Canada, which is David Rigby. I got in touch with him, and I got a meeting with him, and he hired me right on the spot because I had so much experience about the fight boxing and wrestling and karate and all that. So he hired me to be one of his specialized person for martial arts and fight scenes. So from there, I was a specialist of fight, but then after that, I learned all the aspect of all the fire gigs and cars and all that. So I've been doing all kind of stuff since then. And then from there, I started learning acting and going to more, seriously about acting. So I just did it slowly. I just didn't go like real quick and getting some real decent, jobs on the films. But right now, it's getting real interesting.
What do you have as a project right now?
As it is right now, we got Police Academy 6. Yes, one more. And it's very popular, so I guess that's why they're going and still doing it. So I'm going to do Police Academy 6, and it looks like it's going to be a bigger part than 3, and I did in 3 and 4. So you can expect a lot of good martial arts scenes. And I'm doing another thing later on at beginning of '89. It's called Ski Patrol. It's got nothing to do with martial art, but it's going to be plain acting. But I'll be back kicking some bad guys in the movies, I hope. So no, we're just working hard on it. So I'm moving in California anyway because it's easy. It makes it easier for me to get jobs, and I'm much more closer to the people I know in the business. So, and I'm teaching private classes over there to some actors and producers. So watch out. It's coming up.
We will definitely be looking. What does the competition hold for you in the future?
Well, I'm a competitor, so it's hard for me to say, well, I'm going to quit. Sometimes you're tired of doing it and you feel like, oh man, I got to take a break. So sometimes if there's no tournament for 1 month, then, after 2 weeks, you say, oh, when's the next tournament? I got to go into the tournament. So you get hungry again. But I think that I'm 27 now, so I've been setting a lot of goals for some people that they're going after me, which is perfect. And a lot of kids are taking example off of my performance and some combination that I do in my forms, which is great. I think it's just a compliment when people do that and when they do my forms. I don't mind. So if you want to do it, go ahead. And I think that what I want to do is, if I don't compete anymore, maybe in a couple of years from now, what I'm doing right now anyways, I'm doing a lot of seminars so I can really teach to the kids that are, have already talent, people that don't know too much about it, really introduce people to the world of musical forms. So we get some people to, the upcoming superstars of forms competition. We need that because, I believe in what I'm doing. I believe in what we've been doing for all these years. So we have to prepare those other people that are coming up, the kids. I think there's some real good kids in Canada, some real good kids in the U.S., and I've seen some in Germany and all the places I went to seminar. So I think it's going up this way. And the World Championship that I won is from the WACO organization, which is the biggest, and as far as the open tournaments. And this is going to be the goal for the kids to shoot at, is after they did the national tournaments and you want to go to a world championship, that's going to be the world championship to go, because these guys are just working with the rules that we're doing for open forms as far as forms, and they have the same standard for weapons that we do right now. So it's very similar to what we do. So we got to prepare the kids for, take my place and Keith Urabayashi's place and Charlie, all the great guys that are competing right now. One day we won't be there anymore. So we need those kids. I mean, we need you guys. So keep on training.
A new segment on the martial art world is the martial arts from the past. We are keeping our eye open for more footage like this, so contact the martial art world if you have some. And now, from You Asked For It 1954, Togo the Great.
This gnarled hand is observing an oriental ritual over 300 years old, a fantastic rite practiced by Okinawan priests. They were not permitted to carry weapons, so they turned their hands into devastating and lethal weapons. It is called karate. And here again is Togo the Great, master of karate. You asked for it. The edge of the hand is calloused and hard. This is a granite rock, not any prop rock at all. Broken in half. This is painful to watch. Even the toes are used as a weapon. Again, that slashing side of the hand. Of course, force enough to break a man's neck. And now 2 boards in thickness. The fist is a battering ram. Even the head, the training almost battering ram here. Watch.
Cindy Ming here at Dazhong Construction Company, where a wonderful martial arts seminar was held. And I'm here with Master Liang Shou-Yu. Is that right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, I get it. Master, a little background information here. Master Liang is originally from Sichuan province, mainland China. He was one of the top coaches in the country of the Chinese martial art wushu teams. And it's a wonderful pleasure to have him here sharing his knowledge of internal martial arts with a group of people from New York City. Master Liang, welcome.
Thank you.
You did a form that we saw here today. Perhaps you can explain the name of the form and a little bit about its background.
Okay, I did form name is 六合八法, and the English name is water style, like a water style. This form, 1,000 years ago, come from Huashan, Hua Mountain. This form combined Tai Chi, Xing Yi, and Bagua, some principle, some movements, some skill. Yeah.
Internal, maybe you can help the audience understand internal.
Internal use the Qi from internal. The external style just use muscle, boom, speed, fast, for fighting, for the form, etc. Internal use Qi from Dantian, your power from Dantian, yeah, and the power from internal, yeah, different. Very good for health, and it's also very good for application, yeah, etc.
If a person studies both type of martial art, the internal, you say from the breathing inside, and then the powerful martial art, kung fu, is that helpful or not?
That's
is
very
it both?
good. If both, very good. Yeah, internal and external,
Yes.
that's very good.
You looked like you were very happy to teach these people today.
Yes, I like teaching.
How did you feel when you saw so many people here?
I feel wonderful, feel very good. I like making more friends. Yeah, when I teach my students, I feel happy.
That's
yeah,
wonderful. You
yeah.
look very happy.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
This week, the martial art world presents Hung Ga Kung Fu stylist Jessica Calderone.